The Law of One, Book 2, Part 39. Questioner. Why is physical pain a part of the end of fourth density? Ra. I am Ra. You would call this variety of pain weariness. Questioner. Can you state the average lifespan in the fourth density of space-time incarnation? Ra. I am Ra, the space-time incarnation typical of harmonious fourth density is approximately 90,000 of your years as you measure time. Questioner. Are there multiple incarnations in fourth density with time-space experience in between incarnations? Ra. I am Ra. This is correct. Questioner. How long is the cycle of experience in fourth density in our years? Ra. The cycle of experience is approximately 30 million of your years if the entities are not capable of being harvested sooner. There is in this density a harvest which is completely the function of the readiness of the social memory complex. It is not structured as is your own, for it deals with the more transparent distortion of the one infinite creator. Questioner. Then the big difference in harvestability between third and fourth density is that at the end of the third density, the individual is harvested as a function of individual violet ray, but it is the violet ray for the entire social memory complex that must be of harvestable nature to graduate to the fifth density. Is this correct? Ra. I am Ra. This is correct, although in fifth density entities may choose to learn as a social memory complex or as mind-body-spirit complexes and may graduate to sixth density under these conditions. For the wisdom density is an extremely free density, whereas the lessons of compassion leading to wisdom necessarily have to do with other selves. Questioner. Then is sixth density harvest strictly of a social memory complex nature because again we have wisdom and compassion blended back using wisdom? Ra. I am Ra. This is quite correct. Questioner. The physical vehicle that is used in fourth density space-time is, I am assuming, quite similar to the one that is now used in third density. Is this correct? Ra. I am Ra. The chemical elements used are not the same. However, the appearance is similar. Questioner. Is it necessary to eat food in fourth density? Ra. I am Ra. This is correct. Questioner. The mechanism of, shall we say, social catalyst, due to a necessity for feeding the body, then is active in fourth density. Is this correct? Ra. I am Ra. This is incorrect. The fourth density being desires to serve and the preparation of foodstuffs is extremely simple due to increased communion between entity and living foodstuff. Therefore, this is not a significant catalyst, but rather a simple precondition of the space-time experience. The catalyst involved is the necessity for the ingestion of foodstuffs. This is not considered to be of importance by fourth density entities and it, therefore, aids in the teach learning of patience. Questioner. Could you expand a little bit on how that aids in the teach learning of patience? Ra. I am Ra. To stop the functioning of service to others long enough to ingest foodstuffs is to invoke patience. Questioner. I'm guessing that it is not necessary to ingest foodstuffs in fifth density. Is this correct? Ra. I am Ra. This is incorrect. However, the vehicle needs food which may be prepared by thought. Questioner. What type of food would this be? Ra. I am Ra. You would call this type of food nectar or ambrosia, or a light broth of golden white hue. Questioner. What is the purpose of ingesting food in fifth density? Ra. I am Ra. This is a somewhat central point. The purpose of space-time is the increase in catalytic action appropriate to the density. One of the preconditions for space-time existence is some form of body complex. Such a body complex must be fueled in some way. Questioner. In third density, the fueling of our bodily complex is not only simply fueling of the bodily complex, but gives us opportunities to learn service. In fourth density, it not only fuels the complex, but gives us opportunities to learn patience. In fifth density, it fuels the complex, but does it teach? Ra. I am Ra. In fifth density, it is comfort for those of like mind gathered together to share in this broth, thus becoming one in light and wisdom while joining hearts and hands in physical activity. Thus, in this density, it becomes a solace rather than a catalyst for learning.